Diddy has been tampering with witnesses from jail. The federal government just came out with their opposition to Diddy's bail motion, and baby, it is crazy. They're saying that Diddy is illegally using phone calls and devices in jail, and they also say that they have proof that he has been tampering with witnesses. So we are going to jump right into it, and we are going to deep dive the government's motion against Diddy's bail. Government has reviewed recordings of Diddy's jail calls in which the defendant used telephone accounts of at least 8 other inmates. This is against the BOP regulations, and it was done to seemingly avoid law enforcement monitoring the defendant's uses of other inmates' POC numbers to make phone calls to both individuals of the defendant's approved contact list as well as other individuals who are not on his approved contact list. To obtain and maintain access to these other inmates' POC numbers, the defendant directs others to pay these inmates, including through payment processing apps and the BOP commissary account deposits. Diddy has also been caught doing 3-way calling. The defendant also frequently instructs individuals whom he contacts by telephone, including family members and his attorneys, to add other individuals via 3-way call. This practice is also not authorized by the BOP, and it helps conceal the identities of the contacted individuals. The government has reviewed multiple calls in which the defendant has instructed others to dial in third parties, including members and associates of the enterprise and individuals who are not on the defendant's contact list. Diddy was also caught using non-authorized messaging services. In addition to the flouting BOP rules and regulations on phone use, the defendant also uses a non-authorized third-party messaging service called Contact Me ASAP to obscure his communications. The defendant appears to be using 2 Contact Me ASAP accounts. First, the defendant's BOP contact list includes a particular email address assigned to the defendant's son, which does not appear to be an account owned by the defendant's son, but instead appears to be an email address connected to Contact Me ASAP. The defendant also appears to be using other inmates' Contact Me ASAP accounts, primarily using Email 1. The defendant has exchanged hundreds of text messages via Contact Me ASAP with dozens of individuals, including attorneys and individuals who are not on the defendant's contact list. The defendant enlisted family members to plan and execute a social media campaign around the defendant's birthday with the intention of influencing the potential jury in the criminal proceeding. Diddy carefully curated the direction of his children to post a video on their social media accounts showing them gathering around for Diddy's birthday. The defendant then monitored the analytics and the audience engagement and discussed with his family how to ensure that the video had his desired effect to potential jury members. The defendant's own words make clear that his intent is to improperly influence the jury pool in this criminal proceeding. The defendant does not stop there. During other calls, the defendant makes clear of his intention to anonymously publish information that he thinks will help his defense in this case. By anonymously leaking a video favorable to his defense in this case to show that he is using so-called public relations strategy to influence this criminal case. The defendant's efforts to obstruct the integrity of this proceeding also includes relentless efforts to contact potential witnesses, including victims of his abuse who could provide powerful testimony against him. For example, on October 4th of 2024, in a call involving the defendant and one of his adult sons. And of course, this is all blacked out. And whatever Diddy said on the phone to his son, they're saying provides a clear interface that the defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony to help his defense. They're also saying that they have proof that Diddy pressured witness 2 to be on his side and to make a public statement denying allegations of violence. The defendant reached out to witness 2 on September 11, 2024, and sent her a copy of the lawsuit against him, in which witness 2's name, which sounds a lot like Kalina Harper, was mentioned several times. Diddy then called witness 2 and they spoke for nearly 6 minutes. After reading the lawsuit, witness 2 called Diddy back at his request and they spoke for nearly over 4 minutes. Diddy and witness 2 discussed witness 2 drafting a statement immediately after the call, and witness 2 texted him something that we don't know. From September 11, 2024 through September 15th of 2024, the defendant and witness 2 exchanged multiple text messages and had calls, at least 128 phone contacts in total. Throughout these phone contacts, Diddy repeatedly asked the witness when she planned to post her statement. Witness 2 then made a statement about the lawsuit via Instagram September 13th of 2024. Then after the defendant was in custody, the BOP investigators recovered the following notes from the defendant's cell during a pre-planned nationwide sweep of the BOP facilities. His personal notes said that he paid witness 2 after she posted her statement. Baby, they went and pulled them bank records. The bank records show that Diddy's payments to victim 2 as recent as September 2024. The government has requested and is awaiting an updated financial document through the present. They're also saying that they have proof that Diddy tampered with witness 1. Witness 1 had been served with a grand jury subpoena and had counsel, and the defendant initiated contact with witness 1, which the defendant attempted to obscure by initially calling witness 1's wife and later communicating with witness 1 over a VoIP service, including by text and a call lasting over 7 minutes. Following witness 1's testimony to the grand jury on July 25, 2024, the defendant called and texted witness 1 again. And it repeated contact with witness 1 despite his apparent knowledge that witness 1 was represented by counsel and had received a grand jury subpoena. And it undermines the defense counsel's previous denial of the defendant's interface in the government's grand jury investigation. The concern is amplified by the evidence indicating that the defendant appears to have deleted his messages with witness 1, although the phone records confirm that the defendant was using a particular phone number, and witness 1 exchanged multiple text messages from June 2024 through August 2024. There were no such messages recovered from the defendant's cell phone associated with that phone number. This was some of the highlights from this 30-page document filed by the federal government against Diddy's bail motion. I'm going to go ahead and upload the whole thing to my Patreon so you guys can read this. But you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.